Now we are waiting for our pasta to finish cooking. So while we are busy cooking, we're going to make our vegan sauce. I've been coming up with new sauces in replace of mayonnaise for my pastas. So we're going to get started. I'm going to add maybe 2 halves of an orange in with the skin on. That's my preference. You can take the skins off if you want. I'm going to add a couple of shakes of salt, especially going vegan. That's been a challenge. A couple of freshly ground pepper. I like the coarse grind. And some black pepper. About a half teaspoon of garlic powder, but I'm a garlic freak. Okay. And then you're going to need some olive oil, maybe a couple of tablespoons, but I don't like to use a lot of oil in my diet, even if it is olive oil. Try to reduce the amount of fats I have in my diet. And I'm going to need some water to carry this through, just a little bit. Again, good. This is a half cup of water, but I'm only going to put in just enough to carry it on. Alright, I'm going to start on my blender on the lowest setting possible just to get the orange going. And then it's going to get loud, so turn down your speakers, okay? Okay, starting on the lowest setting. Then I'm going to increase the setting. Okay, everyone, it's really chunky, really creamy because of the orange peel itself. It'd be a little bit more liquidy if I didn't add the peel. But there's something else I wanted to share with you. Forgot to mention that now is a good time to add a little bit of corn. I ate all the fresh corn that I had already last night, so I'm using the canned corn that I had gotten before I went vegan. Just gonna put a little dab in there, maybe 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. And what this will do is that this will end up thickening it up. I would normally thick up any one of my sauces that I'm going to replace as mayonnaise with potato or mashed potatoes or even the instant mashed potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up and I'm going to give it another whirl. Go ahead and take a little taste, see what else it needs. Yes. Needs more salt. I'm not using it. Because of the sweetness of the orange and the bitterness of the rind, and you can taste the polyphenols in it. And in my taste, I need more garlic. I'm going to check on the pasta 1 second. And the pasta is done. This needs a little bit more viscosity, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the olive oil, not the water, the olive oil. Just a tad. And we'll go ahead and then add the lid back on. a cornbread mixture. It's that thick. See, it looks like a cornbread mixture, but it's not. Good time to taste. I think I need to make some more. Alright, before I kill the motor, I'm going to add a couple other ingredients into this. I'm going to come back and I'll show you what I'm going to add. Okay guys, I'm back and now I'm about to chop up my vegetables. I had chose what I had left over, which is onion, and I had some cucumber. So go ahead and chop the cucumber like so. I'm actually going to slice the whole thing because I can eat. And my refrigerator likes to freeze my vegetables, so sometimes the skins come off of them. So if you see this whole thing on it, it's because of that. So let's go ahead and slice your cucumbers like you would normally, like in a southern sandwich, you know, if you were not vegan. Just slice them in discs. Thin or as thick as you want. It's your dish. You can do whatever you want. And then in my case, because I want more to go along, because I can eat, especially being vegan, slice it in half again into half moon shapes. Place all your ingredients inside of a bowl and chop. People think that becoming a vegan is this inconvenient chore, and at first that was my mentality, you know, at first. But it hasn't been a chore for me. In fact, it's been a blessing in disguise. Going raw vegan has been a lifesaver, quite literally. And I just don't know what I would do without this lifestyle. I mean, I have my smoothies in the morning, a ton of water, you know, and I have a lot of carbs throughout the day. And then at nighttime, I taper off from the carbs because I want to be able to get to sleep. Alright now, we're going to chop up this onion, but I want to bring to mind the rest of this can of corn. Dump it in. I've already drained the juices out of it, so I should go in the recycle. Okay? This is a great time to go ahead and salt the corn because the corn can be really too sweet. It's so healthy. And then the cucumbers will take away from the sweetness when you add the pasta in, even when you add the sauce in. Okay, this is a white onion. Let's go ahead and slice it like so and do a rough chop. While you're here, if it starts to cry, use the onions if you're crying over an ex or some type of thing in your life. You feel like crying is a great way to have an excuse to cry. There have been plenty of times where I've used onions as an excuse to cry so my family wouldn't know I was hurting or in pain or I wasn't, you know, devastated or, you know what I mean? So I can look like I was strong, but I would use onions so I can cry and I wouldn't be so pent up with anger or frustration or whatever the hell I was feeling. Alright, this is not like rough enough for me, so I'm going to go ahead and chop it in different ways. So there you go. Just a little smaller, you know, not too big. It doesn't look all pretty and beautiful. It's going in my stomach, people. And this is one serving for me. This is my lunch and my dinner, not including all the snacking I have in between. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're single like me, onions are a great way to veer off guys from hitting on you. And I like that. Being single is fun. Alright. Dump the entire onion inside here. So. I'm out of cilantro, I'm out of fresh parsley, I'm out of all the fresh herbs that I usually place in this, so I'm kind of winging it a little bit. life inside the bowl. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add, let me see, where is my stuff? Oh well, we're gonna wing this one too. Thank you, Mama, for the big spoons. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this mixture up. Just like so. Kind of reminds me of summer. But I still need a little bit more salt than this. And I need cracked pepper. I'm gonna go crazy. Since I went vegan, I ran out. Oh well. Since I went vegan, and raw vegan at that, I've had to do a lot of changes in my diet, my mentality. Since I've done this, I've had to get more creative with my diet, and I love mayonnaise, so I've created new vegan versions of my mayonnaise for my pastas and stuff. So here I have the salt and pepper. It's simple stuff. I'm not overthinking it, not overdoing it. Whoops! Run my onion. Gone now. Okay. That's actually good just like itself right there. But I'm going to put in some EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil. Inside here. Mix it up again. I know there's already olive oil in our dressing. And then I'm going to let this sit for about a good 5 minutes so that the salt can go ahead and permeate onto the vegetables inside here and also lift up the oils from the onions. And in doing so, I'll go ahead and get the pasta prepared. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm about to start to strain my pasta. I would show you my sink and do a close-up as I was straining and cooling down the pasta, but my kitchen's dirty. But happy kids have, and mothers have dirty kitchens, but happy kids. So here we go. Go ahead and get your colander. This is one. Put your pasta in. Strain it really well. And get the cold water. And use your hand to kind of guide along the cold water all over. Hey everyone, my pasta just got done straining after I just cooled it down. Now we're going to take the pasta into the veggie mixture there. It's nice and cool. It's okay if it's a tad bit warm, but it shouldn't be cooking the vegetables. So I'm going to go ahead and add all the rigatore inside here, this beautiful pasta. I'm going to put this on the side of the sink over here now. The colander. And before I even add that sauce, I like to mix the vegetables inside the rigatore. We got the beautiful green in here. Since I didn't have any fresh herbs, so I had to use something green, so I used cucumbers. And to bring out the sweetness, I decided to put corn. Because I like to scare away guys, I like to make sure I have as much garlic and onions inside my diet as possible. It might even scare the vampires away, but maybe I like vampires. Just a little. I'm mixing it gently from the bottom to the top. I don't want to break the noodles up. I like to keep their shape. And most people like their pasta al dente. When it comes to this, I like it completely cooked where it's nice and soft. Not to the point where you can, chew it with your tongue, but just to the point where it's just easy to eat. Alright, now we're going to do the last bit. Well, second to last bit. Take our mixture that looks like cornbread mixture, and we are going to take it It is thick, like cornbread mixture. Hey, maybe I put a cornbread out of this. It's all the emulsifying in here. Come out. It's like, I don't want to come out. I don't want to come and eat me. Damn it. We're going to eat you. We're vegetarians. We're all vegetarians at that. We need our food more than everybody else. Oh man, there's a whole bunch on the blade. I don't like that. Maybe I'll come up with a trick to get that out in the future. How to get the leftover stuff out of the blender. That's stuck in the bottom where the blades are. That'd be a great video. Alright, now, it looks all nice and thick in here, and that's perfectly fine. It's going to take a little while to incorporate this in there. But I have a little trick. Another little bit of EVO. This is why we didn't add a whole bunch of extra virgin olive oil. This will help bring it around as you mix. It's gotta be yummy. If I had cilantro, I would add cilantro to this, but it's what I have on hand here in the house. Oh God, that looks beautiful. It smells sweet, like the oranges, and it's got that beautiful color. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Yeah, I had to get rid of mayonnaise, so I had to get creative and make vegan mayonnaise. But my version of vegan mayonnaise changes. Sometimes I use avocado instead of mayonnaise, because I can't use mayonnaise because it's got eggs in it. Yes, I got rid of eggs. I got rid of milk. I got rid of hard proteins like meat and pork and all that. And it hasn't been a chore really. Now I'm gonna have a taste. I'll get different food. Oh, that's good. It sat in there for 5 minutes. You know, it got super thick. You've got to try this. It's one of the best, simplest replacements of mayonnaise I've ever made. Wow. You should try this. This is what it looks like. I can't wait for you to try some too. And now I'm about to serve this beautiful salad. But I'm going to show you my size serving since I went vegan. And I had found my old plates from my old house. I found some of them. Now, how beautiful does that look? How beautiful does that salad look? Now I get a chance to show you what it looks like, or how I can describe to you what this tastes like. I'll show you in the next segment. Alright guys, now we have our finished product with this wonderful, beautiful, completely 100% mayonnaise-free vegan pasta salad here. This is very beautiful, and now I'm going to try it right before you. Take a stab at a cucumber, some onion to guard away boys, some of the pasta and some of the corn. This is the reason why I went vegan, this pasta salad. This is so sweet. It's not overly powering sweet, but it's just enough to carry through over the pasta to help it properly absorb. You taste the top notes is the orange and the orange peel. And then you have the beautiful, sweet, smooth corn inside here. And then you have the mellow and nutty, the extra virgin olive oil. And you have the salt, the pepper, the garlic powder. Really sets us above the top. It's such a simple dish to make and so little time. I mean, you have the crunchiness of the cucumbers and the onions, and then even the corn. It makes your mouth not boring with this dish. It's not overly salty, overly peppery, over anything. It's just perfect as it is. So go ahead and try some today. This makes me glad I went vegan. And you might want to try the mayonnaise I made instead of regular mayonnaise. I've gotten creative with other things as well in regarding replacing mayonnaise out of my pasta salads. Completely 100% amazing. It's just so simple, so amazing. Cucumber tastes clean, cleans my palate. Really wonderful. Well, a food toast to your health. And don't forget, your health is your wealth. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to close this video by picking out. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Have a good